Hello, I hope you are doing well today. My name is Martina, your Mystic Self-Love Guide, and today I'm here to chat to you about healing your inner child's shame. So this is a very cool little visualization that I have learned, and I'm just here to share with you guys. Um, so if you guys are watching live, please say hello so I can say hi back to you. And then if you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay so I can come back on later and say hi to you then. And then if you guys are watching this on Facebook, I would encourage you to head on over to my YouTube channel when this video is done. Hit on the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications for every time that I come live. On my channel, you will find lots of yoga videos, meditations, self-love topics, what else is in there? Interviews with other like-minded women, so just lots of cool content on there. If self-love is a journey that you are on and you kind of tend to lean toward things more holistic or mystic, that is a perfect community for you on YouTube. So we'd love to see you over there. So this video actually prompted a question that I asked in my group this morning. And so this is just a really quick little visualization that you can do if you are on a self-love journey, or if you have body image issues, or if you kind of have that negative self-talk in your head. This is a really cool exercise to kind of go back in time and think about where your issues started, or where your kind of negative talk started, or that bad body image started, on where you were so critical of the way that you looked and you felt like that was determining your worth and your value and your importance. So so the thing is when we and often, and sorry, going back to the question that I asked in my group, so far the answers have been between the ages of 8 and 12. So when you think back, or even when you think now as an adult, looking back at an 8-year-old girl, that is a moment that she's probably going to start being really hard on herself, and she's going to notice her body is different than everyone else's. She's going to notice maybe that she's taller than everyone else. And like, that's something that I not struggled with, but that was something I was given. I was given height. So at a young age, I was taller than all the girls and the boys. And so I redirected that thinking from being, hey, it's a positive thing that I'm taller than everybody else. I took that as a negative. I took that as being the big girl, big meaning tall, but inside it, I took that as that I was fat and that I wasn't worthy because I was different than everybody else. And so just knowing when you see an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 12-year-old girl, that those are things that they're struggling with already. And those are tools that they probably needed. Like the work that we're doing now as kind of these 20, 30-year-old women is really the work that we would have probably benefited from doing when we were that age. Which I know we don't understand things the way that we do as adults, but it's just interesting when you start to think about it. So this little exercise is just going to help you to kind of support and soothe that little girl who felt like she wasn't accepted or that she wasn't lovable. So how we do this little visualization, you guys could choose to close your eyes or not, and just envision yourself standing in a playground or at school. And then I want you to try and imagine your adult self standing beside your younger self, and just asking your younger self, what do you need right now? And that is, I'm going to see if I have it right here, because this is something that I actually just came across and it really sparked interest in me. So we're going to start over. So I want to make sure I get this right. So when you're envisioning this, closing your eyes, thinking of yourself standing beside your younger self, thinking back to that first moment when you first felt that your body or your looks weren't acceptable. And if you've ever felt bad about your body, I guarantee that you've experienced this in your past, in your kind of child years. So going back to that moment and asking what that little girl needs, and give her all the comfort and support that she never had at the time. And then just ask yourself, once you're done this, kind of that visualization of standing beside that little girl who used to be you and asking her what she needs. Because odds are she might say, I need a hug, or I need someone to tell me that I am imperfect just as I am. I need someone to say that I am lovable and acceptable and valuable, right? She's probably not going to say that because she's maybe 8, but she may just say she needs a hug, right? She's feeling, she's feeling overwhelmed, or she's feeling stressed about feeling different about her body and not knowing how to deal with it. So giving her all that comfort and support that she needs, right? And then once you're done that, asking yourself a couple questions. So, how did it feel to support your inner child? So, thinking about how it felt for you now, knowing that how did it feel to support that little person that's inside of all of us that just needed someone to say, you are beautiful, you are imperfect, you are exactly how you're supposed to be. And then just what does your inner child feel now? And like connecting that to maybe your body sensations you're feeling right now, too, if this is an exercise you're doing with me. So just noticing what your body feels like when you think about what does your inner child feel now? Does she feel supported? Does she feel loved? Does she feel a little more confident? Just think about those things. And then does your adult self feel any different about what happened now? And so thinking about how you feel as an adult, knowing that you've kind of went on that journey, that visualization to your younger self, and you've just stood beside that inner child and you've said, what do you need? How can I help you? I'm here to comfort and support you. And just think about those things on how you feel now, and maybe you can maybe start to let go of some of those things that you clearly has been a part of your own body image that you have now, are the things that you have been ingrained on you, or you have had experiences or situations when you were growing up that have made you feel this way, right? So I'm going to just pop on here. I didn't bring my video up to say hi to anybody. Yeah, so just thinking about this little visualization, and I know if you guys are on Instagram at all, that there is a little trend going around where there's music that you play and you think of yourself, your inner child running towards you and giving you the biggest hug and saying that they're proud of you, and lots of times it ends up with the person who's doing the little video crying or being emotional. But it is really important to start to value that inner child work and start to love and accept yourself and go back in time and stand beside that little girl who is feeling that way and just telling her that you are here to comfort her and support her, because those are things that she maybe felt like she didn't have at the time, right? So, super cool little exercises that you can do to start to heal your inner child and just start to find some forgiveness and acceptance of, we've all gone through, a lot of us have gone through that stuff as young girls. And, a lot, if you have any kind of body image issues now, it's probably because something did happen when you were younger. Uh, or you felt a certain way when you were younger, because a lot of the things I know, looking back on my own journey, a lot of the things that happened to me were like my own mind playing tricks on me. And like I was always an empath. I really felt people's feelings and energy. So even though I maybe not have been bullied or like vocally judged or tormented or whatever, bullied, whatever you want to say, I picked up on like body cues. I picked up on like people looking at me, and just the words too of like, and I know it's so funny. I'm so self-conscious about it with my own children now, but when people will say, oh, you're so big, like they would say that to me when I was younger because I was so tall. Like I was taller than even all the boys in the class. It's funny that I associated that with fat, and that made me unworthy. And so I know it's such a silly thing that I did to my own mind, but it's really, words are powerful, words are important. And yeah, so it's just learning to heal that part of yourself and learn to know that that you're here for that inner child now, and look at how far you come and look at how proud of yourself you can be, and just coming from that place of self-acceptance and self-love. So I hope this little visualization helped. I'm sorry that I felt like I was a little bit all over the place, but that's okay. So just knowing that yeah, that there's lots of this cool stuff that we can do when we're learning to heal our inner child and learning to find self-love at any size. So with that, if you guys are not a part of my community already, I have a community of women called Imperfectly Perfect You, and we are empowering each other to find self-love at any size through many different holistic and mystic approaches. So we would love to have you in that community. The link is in the description of this video. So yes, so I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, take care, guys.